have several stories from when I worked as a mortuary transport technician. The job was basically transporting the deceased from where they were to where they needed to go. Turns out deadly people can have a lot of appointments. One time, though, I had an experience I've never forgotten. I was dropping off someone at a science donation place. This is when you donate your body to science, and you take it from there. So I wheeled in the deceased, unlocked the freezer, and did my work. I placed him on the board, got the lift out, and placed him on the shelf. The interesting thing about the freezer was that almost everything, once it's processed, was wrapped in this blue tape type thing. And you could definitely tell what was inside. Legs, hands, feet. Kind of interesting to me at the time. Anyway, I shut the freezer and locked it back up and started wheeling the gurney back over to the garage door. The side drop-off and processing area was a big L shape, with the freezer off to the long portion. And then you turn the corner and there's desks and filing cabinets and whatnot. I about had a heart attack as I just turned the corner and there was this guy standing there examining files in the file cabinet. Looked just like you or me, dressed modernly, but out of place for what people normally wear back there. I stopped and said that he have to forgive me, but he almost gave me a heart attack. It didn't look like he heard me at all, or even knew I was there. I should mention, this was also about 1 a.m., and I never seen anyone in the place at this time. So I said, well, sorry if I startled you or anything. I went on about my finishing up stuff, got to the gurney, back to the van, closed and locked the garage door from the inside. All the while, this guy's just standing there, staring at an open file in front of him, not paying any attention to me. I had to use the restroom, so I told him that's where I'd be going, and I'd be right back. Again, no response. I thought maybe he's deaf and couldn't hear me, so I went to the bathroom and came back to the garage, and the guy's gone, but the file cabinet is still open. I didn't know where he went, and I hadn't heard anyone walk down the hallway past the bathroom. I checked and made sure everything I was responsible for was locked, and it was. So I just announced that I was going to be leaving and locking up into the alarm. No response. And that's what I did and left. I'm not sure who he was, or is, or what happened, but it was definitely an odd experience and one I still remember perfectly. I have a few other memories about my time at the job, but nothing like what happened before. I was once working at a mortuary and had to go pick up a man from a medical examiner's office. When you do that, at least where I'm from, you get a receipt when they release the body to you. The receipt has all the personal belongings that are with the deceased. When I brought the man back to the office, I opened the body bag up to make sure all the belongings were there and double checking the receipt. When I opened the body bag, I was stunned to find this dude looked almost exactly like me. He was my age, had similar tattoos and similar spots, had the same long hair I do, even had the same style of jewelry I was wearing. It took me so off guard that I stood there in an existential crisis until the embalmer came in and was like, hey, oh holy crap, this guy looks just like you. It's the only case I've had nightmares about. I'll be the one in the body bag with a deceased man opening me up. I worked nights at a funeral home, and I was the only one there, about to leave, and someone didn't turn on the lights in the one area. I had to walk upstairs to the switch. I flipped it off and headed back down. One lamp was on, so it wasn't dark. The lights were LED in the ceiling, and there were rows of them. As I walked underneath each one, only the ones I was under made a ping sound like someone took a nail and did a single tap on the edge of each light I walked under until I was out of the room. Aside from that, I've heard what sounded like some coworkers moving papers in their cubicle, but it turned out no one was there. Each time I leave, I speak out loud and tell them to go to the light or to their family and not to attach to me. A coworker taught me this, that because she's had things happen at work and then at home. I work at a funeral home while going through school. Spent many a night picking up dead bodies from accidents, murders, suicides, people dying in the desert, crossing the border illegally. Spent many nights alone with dead people in the back of the van, anywhere from 1 to 6 bodies, while driving back to the funeral home. I learned that dead people can't hurt you. Heard many stories from other co-workers, but in my experience, the old saying is true. Don't fear the dead, fear the living. We do terrifying things to each other.